China's Tencent Games is the world's largest video game publisher and one of the biggest forces in global gaming. Peter spoke to Mark Maslowicz, Vice President of Partnerships and Investments at Tencent Games.
The lower end of the industry, I think there's never been a better time for an individual or a small development team to bring a game to market. You know, thanks to the likes of platforms like Roblox and Steam, or new game engines and new technologies around AI, I think an individual or a small team can bring a game to market easier than ever before. And then at the other end of the industry, I think with the big AAA titles, we're seeing games beginning to evolve more into live service games. So it's more than just a single product now. It's about a game becoming really an entertainment ecosystem that can live on over the years.
Well, where do you see Tencent's role in that gaming ecosystem between the big names, the blockbuster names that you've mentioned, and the independent developers?
Yeah, I mean, we like both. I mean, the reality of gaming is the smallest team in the world could make the biggest game in the world of tomorrow. But fundamentally, Tencent, we're committed to gaming for the long term. As you maybe suggest, we've been investing in gaming for a long time. We're going to continue to do that into the future as well. If there's a single area we look at, we like to believe in creative talent. If you look across our portfolio, I think the thing that really is the common thread is development teams and creators who've proven they can create new IP. Creating something from nothing is one of the hardest things to do in this business, and that's something we believe in supporting very strongly.
What qualities are you searching for, and is there a particular part of the world, particular region, even particular city that is churning out those type of ideas that you're looking for?
I mean, games are coming from all over the world now. I think, maybe if you go back 10, 20 years, there was a barrier to entry that meant, you had to be professional developers with maybe significant funding to better release the game to market. And as I mentioned before, thanks to new platforms and Roblox, Steam, etc., individuals can, in theory, compete with the biggest companies in the world. I would say fundamentally that at Tencent, we play a lot of games. We have a lot of people who really love video games, and obviously the best way to find the best games and studios of tomorrow is to play the games and try and identify that creative talent.
In my day, I would go to a shop, I would buy my video game, I would bring it home and I would play it. It's now changed to a lot of the online subscription services. There's also different ways of getting the game. You don't have to go to the shop. The way you're picking it up has changed. Where are Tencent looking to develop that part of the gaming business model, and what does the future look like really in that sense?
Yeah, I think, games moving towards what we, some would call a live service or a games as a service model is definitely, where most of the big companies are looking. As I said, it's no longer about just having a single product that you play and then move on to the next one. If you have a hit game, they're getting very, very expensive to make now. You want to try and make those games last. And players love them. They want to spend time in those worlds with those characters. They don't necessarily want to be waiting 5 years for a sequel. So if you can find ways to extend the life of a game over a period of months and years, I think that's very much what gamers want and what we're looking to provide.
Does that then allow you guys, of course, to make a lot more money out of those games? But let's say, because we will always want a sequel, it allows those sequels to ultimately be better.
I mean, there will still be single-player games that you buy and you do look for a sequel. But I would say in general the games industry is moving more towards this live service model. Yeah, I mean, there are obviously ways you can monetize those, but I think you have to get the balance right. We want games that people love playing and they want extra content. Content costs money to make. It's not unreasonable. There's you'd pay for those, but it is about providing gamers experiences that they feel is value for money.